Hello everybody, Calamity here. It feels like we don't get to see each other as much anymore. Today's video is going to be on the Spiral Abyss, and here's the blessing that we're going to get. It's basically every time you do a Hydro-related reaction, which includes the new Lunar charged one, you'll do a shockwave that deals true damage, and this can be triggered once every 3 seconds. So in addition to your Electro charge doing damage, you can get, another shockwave of true damage, which is also just nice damage overall. Keep in mind you can do this with your freezing teams as well, or any sort of obviously like it says, any Hydro related reaction, so Vaporize will work as well, or if you're doing Bloom stuff, that is also going to be Hydro related. So keep that in mind when it comes to picking your teams for floor 12. Now with that being said, I had a rough time with floor 12. It was not easy, for me at least. Maybe it'll be easier for you, especially if you pulled for a Nefa. This is obviously a Spiral Abyss tailored made for her, but let's just go over what we're going to be going up against here. So on the first half for floor 12, that's where you want to put your Electro Charge team if you do have one. If you don't, I'm going to just say bring your strongest team that you can bring, which, if that's your Skark team, so be it. But I will make one suggestion or one slight change no matter what you're bringing here. And you're gonna want to bring something to destroy the Cactus boss's shields in Chamber 3. For those that did not do the Stygian Onslaught mode, you will have to do battle with this new boss. And the way you break his shield really fast is to do electrocharged reactions on it. If you do not, he will basically do this big attack that can kill one character. I think you can iframe it. I'm not too sure. I'm just gonna let y'all know it's frustrating to do it without the electro charge. You're wasting a ton of time if you don't bring it, so highly recommend here. And yes, I do agree, super annoying. This is just the design, force you to pull the new character type stuff that we've been going towards for a while now. So but other than that though, the first 2 chambers, at least for your first half team, are a breeze. You're just gonna be fighting a bunch of Eremites and then a bunch of mechs on the first and second chamber. For the second half, though, it's boss time. You're gonna fight the gluttonous Yumkasaur Mountain King. Remember, you need to bring fire for that one. Jade Plume Terrashum. Back in the day, I would have told you to bring just any Hyper Bloom team or Electro team to deal with it, but you're just gonna have to make do with just a Pyro team and just down it as fast as possible, to be honest. And the third one is the Secret Source Automaton. This is the old one that doesn't need the Cryo or the Freeze team. This is, remember, it summons the big pillars. You gotta climb it with a character, and you hit the little orbs on the top to knock it out. It's that one. And with that being said, I hope you got your teams ready. This is what I'm using. Go ahead and complain again that, oh, I'm so tired of using all these 5 stars. It is what it is. I can't do it without. I'm sorry, I'm not good enough. Maybe you can watch a different content creator that does it with a bunch of 4-star characters and 4-star weapons and all the gatekeeping you want to do. Let's go ahead and begin. You'll see that I don't really have a healer other than Jing Cho, and that's just how we're going to have to roll. So Kazuha is really good here for gripping up the Eremites, but he kind of loses his value as the chambers go on. Obviously, because you can't really pull the mech enemies because you start dealing with the bigger ones, and you cannot pull the cactus boss guy. So yeah, not really gonna do much there. Remember that the Eremites summon a friend, and if you damage the friend, they'll get stunned. This is fine, obviously, if you brought AoE. Bring them together before we do the first. Just do your best, right? Kill him as fast as you can. Try to not to take too much damage. A lot of your damage is going to come from the Electro Charge. I didn't really do too well. This is the not optimal side, so that's why we make up for it by me bringing my Natland team on the... What the heck? I guess the event reset, or I did the thing. Hi, man, no, we're recording we're recording a video, Paimon. Shh. Alright, let's go. Yep, really annoying when these things dig away. Fortunately, we still have a minute to deal with the boss. There it is. Remember, it might look pretty bad, like, I'm running out of time. This doesn't look good, but remember, he does the fire bombs, and then when he eats it, he takes a lot of damage. So that's basically what we're doing here. And we also have Night Soul damage bonus, right? That as well. There you go, you can see we get the big damage bonus. That helps. Okay, just gonna pop every single burst. Hopefully he doesn't spin. Well, he did spin. That's okay though, he'll still do enough damage. Silly mistakes were made, but there we go. There's chamber 1. Alright, chamber 2. We gotta deal with those mech enemies, so Kazuo's pull is a little less useful now. But you know, it is what it is. They will run away, which is why this is kind of wasting a lot of time and it's just really annoying. And we also have those mech enemies that like dig, right? Those ones waste a lot of time as well. This. Our rotation is just all over the place right now. Alright, so that was not the best run, but we'll try to make it work. Malvika's great for this one. Thankfully, Malvika nuke, right? That's why we're not that concerned with the time. Helps a lot. And that's why we're able to 3-star that chamber. And then some of you guys might have been watching that like, oh, that's not a good run. And it wasn't. It really wasn't. And that's why, again, I'm bringing my stronger team on the second half to help carry the first. Alright, so I'll walk over or talk over how to deal with this boss. For those that didn't do, again, if you didn't do Stygian Onslaught, honestly, this boss is kind of annoying. But here we go. So first of all, try to close the distance as fast as you can. He's gonna go into a hat, and then you need to keep track of where he goes. If you wait, look for the one with the face, like that one. Now you need to do Electro Charge on the shield. He can swap, so keep an eye on that. But he's not right now, so we got lucky. Not the best rotations, but whatever. Want to break that shield as soon as possible. He goes into a stun state. Now for those of us without healers, this is where it gets scary. You need to make sure you're actually dodging properly, or you're going to take a lot of damage. If you play MMOs, same concept here. Just do not touch the circles. Circle bad. I'm going to use those iframes. Go ahead and hurry up. There we go. Okay, that was a decent time. So last but not least is the automaton. So let's just go ahead, start, and just building up that energy as fast as we can. Remember when he does that like dash thing, right? He's getting ready to, there you go, you see, he's gonna do the pillars now. Well, soon. Any second, there we go. You can do it with any character, it doesn't have to be Malvika, you could have done that with Shilinin as well. Silali, you can do that with Chaska, Kazuha, Zhongli. Get some upwards mobility and you're chilling. Okay, there we go again, and GG. So, that is the Spiral Abyss, and all of the stars have been collected. I had trouble with the Spiral Abyss. I don't know what kind of teams you guys are using or what your Spiral Abyss runs are looking like. I'd love to know in the comments if you want to share. If you have any tips for some of those bosses, feel free to share those as well. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into my character builds so you guys can judge me. But to be honest, if you watch my previous videos, they are the exact same. Seriously, nothing has really changed. So Bennett, level 90. Skyward Blade. And he's using a Noblesse Oblige set. Slow down the video if you want to look at each piece individually. Energy recharge on the sands, healing bonus on the circlet, but you can also do HP percentage as well. C6, 1, 8, and 12. Again, slow down the video for the details page here. Look at everything. There's his energy recharge and all that good stuff. Next up is Malvika, level 90. We'll do the details page now. There you go. Yes, her crit rate sucks. Here you go with the weapon, signature weapon, and of course, Obsidian Codex. So just trying to do the best stats that I can. There you go. Pyro damage goblet, attack percentage, crit damage circlet, C0, and 6, 9, and 9. Next up, Shilinin, whoosh, whoosh. Trying to just get through this fast so the video's not long. Alright, there's a Peak Patrol song. Hero of Cinder City. There you go. Whoops, it's right here. 8, and then energy recharge, defense percentage, C0, 8, 10, and 8. Last but not least, Silali. Whoops, here's the character sheet. There you go. And the Obsidian Codex as well. Even though this doesn't stack, remember that you still get the free 6 elemental energy every time you do a Night Soul burst. That is very good for Silali's burst uptime. There you go. Elemental Mastery on everything. C0, 3, 9, and 10. Raiden Shogun, level 90. Here's all the details. Staff of Homeless, but remember that you can also give her some 4-star weapons like the Catch if you don't have, you know, any 5 stars to give her. Even a Skyward Spine could be debatable, but you know, I know not everyone's gonna have a Skyward Catch, and then, or a Sky. Her signature weapon is what I should say, or a 5-star. Here are her artifacts. I think she's still one of the hardest characters to build because she needs so much energy recharge, and then you still want to get the offensive stats as well as crit rate and crit damage. C0, 7, 9, and 10. Yulan, this is probably my not free-to-play friendly one because, well, we'll see in just a second. She didn't remember what I said. I'm all over the place here, sorry. So, Emblem of Severed Fate. Slow down the video again, just a reminder. HP percentage, crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge. That's what we're looking for. So she's at T1. That is why I was using her skill twice multiple times. You saw it has a second charge. Lots of energy particles all around, which helps with not only the team's burst up time, but also Raiden Shoguns as well. Even though it's hydro particles, it's still giving some energy, and that's really helpful. So 8, 10, and 10. Also thought it was fitting to use Yulan since she's got the new outfit quest event thingy going on anyways. Jingcho, same build since 1998. At this point, Sacrificial Sword, Emblem of Severed Fate. Just all around as much offensive stats as we can get. A little bit of energy recharge. It's D6, 2, 9, 12. Last but not least is Kazuha. Oops, let's do the character sheet first. There you go. So he's using a Ziphos Moonlight. I do not have a signature weapon. Stuck it. Free to play Gatekeepers. Artifacts is the Veridescent Veneer, of course, with as much Elemental Mastery, energy recharge as we can, and if we can fit it, crit rate, crit damage is always nice to have. C0, and 9, 10, and 10. And that's going to do it for my Abyss run. Again, I know they're probably not as helpful as they used to be back in the past, but as I've said before, just for me personally, Spiral Abyss has just gotten harder and harder for me, and you know, it just gets frustrating to hit that retry button hours and hours to try to do some sort of viable non-meta team, and honestly, I just don't have the patience for it anymore, so I'm sorry for those that are looking for free-to-play friendly guides. It's just not going to be possible, at least not for me. I don't have the skill, I don't have the time. But either way, I hope this run was still helpful and some of the tips and advice was helpful for you in your runs. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff helps me out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.